What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode, well, we got an egg hatching. We are back after about a 2-week hiatus. So after I did May the 4th, I went so hard, I actually did something with my ankle, couldn't walk correctly for a couple days. And then my girlfriend has been very sick, and so I've been taking care of her. She's had the flu, she's had bronchitis, and just a whole mess. So I gotta take care of my family first. But with that being said, we've done some Pokemon, but not a whole lot, so you haven't missed a whole lot. So let's just go into shinies real quick, because I did get this full odd shiny Shuckle at my job, which is super dope. But beyond that, just Swine Up Day. And now we have Fennekin, we got Team Rocket going around. There's a lot of Team Rocket stuff, which I will make a separate video on, probably after Community Day, because I do want to get a bunch of Fennekin, a good Fennekin, some PvP Fennekin, but it looks like from this first cluster, that's a stop. No shiny Fennekins from the first little batch here, but I'm going to be going around. There are some golden lures popping off over there. I am, of course, with my Orlando Raids, whole squad over there. Thank you very much to the Community Ambassador Program. Once again, also very cool, we got some pins as normal, but let's go ahead and show these off real quick. We got the little Fennekin, and then we also have this dope Orlando Raids shiny Mew pin today, which is super cool. Very excited about both of those, and we are gonna go ahead and start off our Fennekin shiny hunt. Alrighty, we got shiny Fennekin number 1. Let's freaking go. We're also doing the Fennekin special research. Didn't miss much. Basically, Fennekin eat twigs. Twigs make fire. But we just caught the last Fennekin that we needed for that. And let's go. It was shiny. And not even that bad. Alrighty, we got Fennekin shiny number 2. Let's go. And we are going to go ahead and use an Ultra Ball, because I'm not prepared today. Did not grind for Pokeballs and berries and whatnot, so it's just kind of whatever left over from Swine Up Day. But this Fennekin, definitely not a good one. But speaking of Fennekin that are good, Evolve 3 Fennekin, we do actually have a couple of pretty good ones from a long time ago, back in Wellington, and before that. So we got this 98% from 2021 that we are going to go ahead and evolve. It's a 98%, so you're not going to get a whole lot better than that, except the hundo, which we are of course hunting for today, as always. It's got to be something around 440, I'm guessing, because I got a 3-star 15, 11, and it was 431. And now we also have this rank 48 for the Ultra League, so we will be using that. Fennekin, I feel like Delphox will be interesting with Mystical Fire, and there's a fair amount of steel types, and grass types still are sort of used in Ultra League, especially to counter Swampert and such. So let's go. And it's actually under 1500, so if I wanted to use it for Great League for any reason, I could. But it's better for the Ultra League, just its stat spread and everything. Let's go. So that's that task checked off. And so now we just gotta, I think, transfer Pokemon. Yeah, just gotta transfer Pokemon. But more importantly, look for more shinies. So as per normal, I have split off from the group to kind of do my own thing. And I decided to do a Mega Pinsir raid. And one of the cool things I actually noticed was over here we have, for the first time ever, an option to click out of the Premier Ball. This is undoubtedly to get us ready for the Master Ball, which is going to be coming up soon, which is dope. I love that. So it also helps with people that are used to quick catching, if you're used to kind of thumbing over from that side. But also another thing that has been introduced to the game, which is a super cool little quality of life, I suppose, update, has been right above the Clefairy. It will tell you if there are people in the raid. Like, okay, so no one's in there anymore, so it goes back to the timer. But when there are actually people waiting in the raid, it will actually show up with like the number of people waiting. So if there's like one person, it'll show like one little person on top of the raid. If there are two people, then it'll be two little people. If it's more than five, it'll be 5+, which is super cool. But with that being said, we haven't really gotten anything like too fun. No 4 stars. And as far as shinies, we're actually sitting at 6 right now at the end of the first hour, which is pretty dope. That puts us 6, 12, so like maybe like less than 20 day, but that's not bad considering this is a brand new shiny and it's one that isn't like gonna break the game in terms of meta, but there's something going on. Anyways, great shiny, so not mad at getting a whole bunch of them. And so with that being said, I'm going to go back to looking for more shiny Fennekins. Alright, so in the least likely of scenarios, the way I can show you what I was just talking about with the 5+ people in a raid is actually this Clefairy over here. So if there are more than 5 people in a raid, it will show up as this 5+ on top of the raid. And then you can click on it and get a more accurate number. But absolutely crazy. There are 9 people in a Clefairy raid. Well, that's just like the crazy thing about, I guess, being in a place with lots of people is that if there are raid, they will raid. So amidst everyone going, no shiny, I kind of got the shiny. So I'm going to quietly sneak off and so we got our first ever shiny Tapu Fini, which is super cool. I love these blacked out shinies, so nice. And especially the Tapus are some of my favorite legendaries. So very excited that I got the shiny Tapu Fini, but also on the sly because I don't think anyone else out of like 50 people got the shiny. So yay me, but yeah. Alright, so we are back where we started here at, I'm winded. We just did like a little final sprint for all the last little minute Fennekins. They are all gone now. However, we didn't do bad. Let's go ahead, check and see if we got any 4 stars in the last. No, unfortunately not. But what we did do, shiny and age 0, 25 shinies on the day. Crazy, very nice. These things are so cool looking, like it's a nice little thing. Plus we got the shiny Tapu Fini, which is dope. Love that. And now we're actually going to evolve our first shiny like little Fennekin line. We're gonna see what they look like because I actually completely forgot, didn't look it up. I think it follows the theme of being like silver and kind of cooler colors. Ooh, purple breaks in, nice. And then the one thing is I wish that they did like the flames different colors. Like if that fire turned into like a purple fire, that'd be dope. But they don't do that for some reason. Except with I think like a couple like random ones. Like Embor, his flames are blue. But let's go Delphox shiny, very cool. Why this Delphox? It is very good for the Ultra League, so very excited about that. We got our 98 already evolved, so that's dope. And we can go ahead and finish off this research before I forget to do it. 433, so not a hundo. I think it is the 440. I think someone said that. But today, honestly, Fennekin. A ton of fun, brand new shiny in the game. New move, Mystical Fire, once Blast Burn is gone. So that's going to be very cool. As well as, there is a Mega Pinsir raid right there. And there's that new feature that I was talking about. Again, it does show like the 5 people, which means that there are 5 people in there, which personally, I know like it's been kind of out in the game, kind of like, it's here, it's not here, it's here, it's not here. But now I think it is here, like to stay, which is super dope. And I'm gonna go ahead, get that Stardust, get a Breakson encounter, and then we get a final, I think, Fennekin check and just Delphox check, which is dope. And one more chat with Professor Willow, again, before I forget to do all of this. My prediction came true, Joe. The Delphox of yours is downright delightful. Delphox gaze in the flame of the tip of their branches to achieve a focused state, allowing them to see into the future. And when they use their psychic power, they can generate a fiery vortex, incinerating foes swept into this whirl of flame. It's a wonder their branches don't catch on fire. Could Delphox be using their psychic powers to protect their branches? Probably. If you continue observing a Delphox, perhaps you'll find the answer. But until then, thanks for spending another day with me. See you later, Joe. Very cool, and yeah, just nice little just free stuff. Not the hundo. So we're going to go ahead and finish this off camera, but that is going to be it for today's adventure. I'm super glad to be back. Again, like I've always said, if I'm gone, it's because I'm not enjoying the game. And honestly, I don't know if I want to do like a whole separate video or just like talk about it now. Might as well just talk about it now. The thing that really made me like not like the game in the past couple weeks, beyond like my personal like life issues happening like with my ankle and with my girlfriend, and you know, just putting family first and putting, you know, like health first. Beyond that, it's also been like, because I have a couple videos in editing, but I just haven't wanted to do anything because Twitter is so toxic. Twitter, as well as like Reddit, has been very toxic recently. So it's just made it like very hard to be like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and sit down on the computer, let me start editing, Twitter notification, blah 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 blah, Niantic sucks, blah 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 blah. Niantic doesn't suck. Like, everyone thinks that their game developer sucks. It doesn't suck. You don't agree with the things that are happening in Pokemon Go. This is the way that things are going. And let's see where it goes together. But let's, you know, choose not to be toxic about it. Let's go forward with our best foot forward. And let's just not be toxic. Let's, you know, enjoy the game together. And there's plenty of things to be excited about between Shadow Raids coming with Shiny Shadow Mewtwo for the first time, as well as the Master Ball coming to Pokemon Go. There's new Pokemon, new Shinies coming, new Megas coming, like Mega Pinsir here. So I'm excited. Let's go ahead and just focus on being excited. Let's put the toxicity behind us. At least that's what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, let's go ahead and look forward to the next video where I will be breaking down Shadow Raids and everything to do about that. But until then, if you did like this episode, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. If you're enjoying this series, please subscribe. And as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.